Hello and welcome back to Sorare Assist. So we've got some more scouting today, guys, of the latest game week gone by. So make sure you do stick around to see who I've managed to uncover. If you like this video, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And you can also become a member of this YouTube channel now, guys, for 99p. This, of course, really helps support this content going forward. Okay then, guys, let's get on with today's scouting. So guys, we are scouting the French League 1 today with some really hot players coming up. The first player I've gone for is Jeremy Doku, who is only 20 and plays for Rennes. He's got under 23 eligibility till 2026 and he's got a long contract with Rennes as well till 2025. He's a forward for them and his limited is going for around 27 at the moment and his rare is going for around 205, which doesn't look too bad really for a player who is only 20. So if we look at his scores then, we can see he's actually been on pretty good form at the moment. Now previously, he's not really been a first team player, he's only been bit part for Rennes. But we can see these last 3 games he's been an absolute fire with some good AA numbers and some good decisive numbers as well, with a 100 score in this 4-2 win against Angers. Now as I say, he has been a bit of a bit part due to sub appearances, injuries, that sort of thing. And form as well, of course, but he is getting some really good numbers when he is starting, as you can see. We have to remember as well, he is only 20 years old and he's started the last 3 games for Rennes as well, so maybe it's time for him to shine in the Rennes team. So this season then, he's actually started 8 of the games, made 24 appearances in total, but he's only played an average of 36 minutes. But he still managed to score 5 goals during that time. So that's looking pretty impressive really due to the lack of minutes he's actually playing. If you just look at the stats for this game, in the 4-2 win, he had accurate passes, 30 accurate passes and 91% pass accuracy, which is looking really good. Of course, he scored those 2 goals as well. He had 3 key passes in this game as well, and the 2 goals come from his 2 shots on target. He also had 7 out of 9 successful dribbles and won a number of his ground duels as well, which is also looking impressive. So I think Doku is definitely one for a future, and probably now is a decent price to pick him up. Next player I've gone for is slightly older than Doku, and that is Remy Cabella. He is 33 now, and his contract situation at the moment is a little bit up in the air. His contract does expire at the end of the current season with Lille, but it's been fantastic for them this season after signing during the summer. He's going for around 29 at the minute for the midfielder and on his limited, and around 193 for his rare, which is looking pretty good to me. You would suspect that Lille would want to keep hold of his services. It's whether Remy Cabella does want to stay, or if he gets any other offers from another club, of course. So if we look at this season then with Lille, we can see that it's been consistently good for them, with a fantastic all-round score as well with 21.7. He's also getting some peak scores as well, 2 100 scores here, and some 90 scores, 70s as well, and an 87 score here back in game week 302. And in this last game, in a 3-0 win against Ajaccio, he was involved in all 3 goals in the 79 minutes played and got a max score of 100. So some neat little layoffs there from Remy Cabella, some fast movements at the first 2 goals with 2 assists, and he also scored at the end as well, of course. Pretty easy tap in, but it was still in the right place at the right time. So this season for Lille then, he started 24 games, scored 7 goals and also assisted 9 as well. So he really was involved with a number of goals for Lille this season. He's also averaging 1.4 shots per game and he's averaging 3.2 key passes per game, which is absolutely fantastic. He's also created 17 big chances this season, and his pass numbers are also looking good for an attacking player with 42.7 accurate passes per game. He's also chipping in with some tackles as well, with 2.1 tackles per game as well, and he's winning 4.9 of his duels. So I think Cabella is still looking a really good option, despite him being 33 now. He hasn't just turned 33 though, man. Turning 33 in March this year. I think he's looking a really good option. I own one of his rare cards as well, and he's added to the shortlist. Now another good player in the French League is Amini Gouiri of Rennes. He's 23, so still a young player. He's got under 23 eligibility till 2023 and a long contract with Rennes as well till 2027. So if he can link up with Doku and they both get starting berths in the Rennes team, that could be a really good attacking under 23 double up there. He is a forward, of course, on Sorare, and he's going for around £19 at the minute for his limited and around 226 for his rare card. And if we have a look at the stats then, he's done really well in the last 4 games which he's started. Previous to this though, he's not been starting all the games, he has been a little bit of a sub appearance, and he was going through a bit of a bad spell here as well for Rennes, as you can see. But he has got a history of some previous good scores when he was getting consistent minutes, and he was scoring really well during this period here. So he is certainly capable of getting those peak scores, as you can see from his score graph. And in the last 4 games he's been really on fire with a goal and an assist in this 4-2 win against Angers. So I think he's looking at a really good, decent option, guys, for your teams. This season then he started 27 games for Rennes, 11 goals as well, which is absolutely brilliant, and also 3 assists. He's averaging 2.1 shots per game. His pass ratio could probably be a little bit better, but this is probably attributed to his lack of minutes and sub appearances. But overall, I think he's looking really good. If you just look at the statistics on this game here in the 4-2 win, played all 90 minutes, got a goal and assist, of course, 44 touches in this game, 22 accurate passes, which is looking better for an attacking player, 2 key passes in this game as well, and 1 shot on target and 1 shot blocked. So I think Goury is definitely still a talent. He is still only 23 as well. Really good option potentially. So next up we've got Cengiz Under of Marseille. He's only 25, he's got a long contract with them till 2025 after signing from Roma. He's going for around £17 at the moment for his limited and £185 for his rare card for the Turkish forward. Now this season he's had a pretty good season. He's been in and out of the team though, unfortunately, but he has started the last 4 games and impressed with 3 goals in 4 games, including a goal here against Auxerre in a 2-1 win for Rennes. He also scored in 2 previous games as well, as you can see, which were all victories for Marseille. But as I say, he has been in and out of the Marseille team a little bit, not been on the best of form in some games, but he's still getting the odd assist and goal. But as you can see, he was a sub towards the start of the season, but then he was getting more consistent minutes, and that's certainly paying off now as the season draws to a close. And he is also a Turkish international as well, guys, so bear that in mind. Now this season for Marseille then he's actually started 23 games, 32 appearances in total, 64 average minutes played, scored 5 goals and 4 assists, he's averaging 1.9 shots per game. He's also created 11 big chances and 1.3 key passes per game. Pass numbers could probably be a little bit better, but that would probably improve with more consistent minutes. I think Under is definitely a pretty good shout, especially at these sort of price points. I think he's looking a good one for the future. So the next player I've gone for is Benjamin Lecomte, a goalkeeper for Montpellier. He's 32 and he's got a really long contract with Montpellier as well, and as you can see, till 2027. He actually signed from Real Sociedad after getting no minutes at his former club in January 2023, and he's been on fantastic form for Montpellier since then. He's going for around 35 for his limited and around 617 for his rare. Might be worth waiting until there's some coming up on auction. This would perhaps be next season though. If we look at his scores then, we can see some absolutely fantastic scores during his time at Montpellier with consistently good numbers here. This is attributed to 7 clean sheets in 14 appearances for Montpellier, and he's got an 8A score of 13.9 as well. As you can see, a sea of green here, and really good scores there for a goalkeeper. He's got a long contract as well. So he is 32, but that is still young for a goalkeeper. He's still got plenty of seasons at Montpellier. Now this season he's started 14 games for them. As I say, he's kept 7 clean sheets. He's also averaging 3.6 saves per game. He's actually saved 81% of the shots on his goal, guys, this season, which is absolutely fantastic, making 51 saves in total in 14 games. I think he's looking a fantastic goalkeeper choice, and I bet Real Sociedad are really regretting now letting this guy go. So let's just have a quick look at the league table then before we go to the French Ligue 1 table. With another 5 games yet to play for most of the teams in this division. Paris Saint-Germain are not surprisingly, top at the moment, 5 points clear of the closest rival, Marseille. So it could be quite an exciting run-in to see who finishes top of the pile there. My money, though, is still on PSG. We've also got Lens, Monaco and Lille amongst the European spots there, including the Champions League qualification. Near the bottom of the table, we've got Angers sitting rock bottom with 72 goals conceded. Dzeko not far behind though, with 61 conceded and 23 losses. And then we've got Troyes and Brest making up the bottom 4. So that was it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. You can support this content for 99p now, guys, by clicking that join button below and becoming a member. This really helps support this content and allow it to continue. You can also now check out the watch list of all these players I've scouted on these videos. That's in the description below. The watch list is on Sorare data. I've also created a playlist now of all these scouting videos, guys. Again, the link for that is in the description below. Okay, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you again soon.